Today we'll be looking at the original Trade Federation AAT from the year 2000. It comes with 2 minifigures along with 133 parts for the main build. Back in the day, it would have cost you around $19.99 to pick it up for yourself. If you're looking to pick it up nowadays on the aftermarket, such as Bricklink or eBay, you'll be paying upwards to $50 to $60 between that range, depending on how complete it is. And here is the set in its amazing glory. We'll take a look at the minifigures first, and it's just a couple of battle droids with 2 megaphone blasters, nothing special. We're really here about the set, the actual build itself. It's got these really unique printed UFO pieces that were first introduced in the UFO line in the early 90s. Actually, I think it was mid-90s now that I think about it, but we do have 2 little turrets in the front. This opens up, and that's where you put one of your battle droids. They just sit in there nicely. We have 2 side turret cannons, very nice on both sides. They're identical. Above that, this is a nice flat part. I wouldn't say it's actually nice. It's kind of awkward looking. But then above that is the main head of the tank. This opens up via some hatchet joints, so it's not the smoothest transition. You can actually see a pair of binocs in there, so that's pretty cool. We have a little antenna in the back. This does swivel a good bit, and then the actual cannon itself is on the same type of pieces as the hatch, so it just goes up and down like so, and sometimes it breaks like that. Here's what it looks like with the battle droids in the respective seats. We have the first one with his head back. There's a little gap there so he can keep his head up and not fold it down. We'll get to that in a second, but basically you take this piece, there's no hinge, you simply just put it back on like that, and there is a little gap where you can kind of see him chilled in there, which is not necessarily accurate to the actual ship, but for the Lego set 20 years ago, I think it does the job well. I think it's all right. Up top, although, we do have a bit of a problem, in my opinion. Not necessarily how the droid fits in, but necessarily the hatch. To put him in there fully without any complications, you do have to fold his head down, and then this folds down. What I don't like about this hatch is that if you try to pull it up, it just breaks off like that. It's not the most reliable. It's not sturdy. It's kind of weak. It's very weak. It's kind of lazy. I feel like at the time there was multiple ways to re-engineer that so where it doesn't pull apart like that. That's kind of lame in my opinion. That's not that very fun. Now, on a flat surface, this set does slide pretty smoothly, and that's a big help to these rounded inverted tile pieces that there's 4 of them on the bottom, and this is also what the bottom of the tank looks like. It's very hollow thanks to those big pieces. And there's the I guess the blasters and their clips. And are these engines? Are these engines? I don't know, but now thankfully mine did come with instructions, and the build overall, it was pretty easy to build. It is a 20-year-old set, and it's not that complicated. It's very simple, and it does have the little pictures from the movie. We love to see it. You know, we got the battle droid with his binoculars. That's awesome. We have an up close, better image of what the AAT looks like, and I think they did a pretty good job. We go to the end of the book, and we will see some advertisements for alternate builds. Here we have some sort of speeder and whatever the heck that thing is. That's actually kind of cool looking, but you can actually see the battle droids rebuilding it for themselves. And there it is, some more images. I love the old images in these books. They're so cool. But yeah, that's about does it for this set. We'll get on with the final verdict. It's a pretty simple build, pretty simple set. So final verdict, what I think of the set as a whole, what I'm going to rate it, I'm going to give it a 6. I think it does look like the AAT. It's kind of clunky, it's very blocky, but you really can't blame it. It's 20 years old. I think Lego did a great job for what it is at the time. I do think the minifigures are a little lackluster, but you know, at least it came with 2 battle droids. I think it probably could have came with like a yellow battle droid, like a commander, or maybe even a blue one, like a pilot. That would have seemed more fit. Would have made more sense than just 2 normal battle droids. An extra minifig would have been nice, but now I'm just nitpicking at this point. But if you were to pick it up nowadays for between $50 and $60, I wouldn't, unless you're trying to collect all the old Lego Star Wars sets, or some of the old Lego Star Wars sets, because there are better ways to get a tan Trade Federation AAT, such as custom models and even the one they came out with a few years ago. But that's going to do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.